gentlemen, and as always, thank you for watching. Today we've been called by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. We have a passenger vehicle upside down in a creek with water in it. I pray there were no injuries. I pray that there's nobody in the vehicle. We do not know at this time. They've asked us to bring the rotator to be able to lift the vehicle in case there is, unfortunately, somebody in the vehicle. If there is, this video will never see YouTube. Just my own personal policy. Anyway, we're going to go see what we've got, and again, praying there's nobody in the vehicle, and if they're able to get out, we pray that they're okay. As always, I don't know, these are the hard ones, the ones that you don't know if there's somebody in. It's not about the job, it's the emotions sometimes that you have to deal with, but you got to put your emotions aside and get the job done and then deal with it later. So, here we go. Well, this just got interesting. We went from paved road to gravel county road that's washboarded out. Oh well, part of it. Light them up. It's supposed to get a lot of rain and heavy winds coming in very soon. So we need to hurry up, get this job done, and get out of here. I'm gonna stop here before I get on the bridge and see what we got. Oh my goodness! She's down there a bit, ain't she?
Yeah.
Howdy, sir.
How you doing?
Nice to meet, or nice to see you again.
Yeah.
I've met you before.
Yeah. But I'm bad with names, so I need your name for the
That's all right. I'm bad with names too. It's Ron Pratt, P-R-A-T-T, Midwest Truck.
Ron?
Yes, sir. Do we know if anybody's in it?
Nobody's in it. This happened 3 days ago.
Okay.
They
all right.
didn't remove it. We got another call this morning, so we all
Okay.
come out here rushing. So
I got you.
they went straight off, nose dive, and hooked it over. So.
All right. I'm wondering if we can get to it from here. I know we can't get in that.
I would say
that
just, I don't know how soft it is
Off
or
that
how long
corner?
your cables are, but
Yeah.
I would say back right up there.
You mind if I walk in and take a look?
That's fine. We don't have too much traffic out here.
It doesn't look like it, other than late night country cruising.
That's right. The lady, she called, I guess, Troop, because she heard that we were having it towed.
Okay.
She didn't want it towed, and I said, we got to have it towed because it's been out there 3 days, and we keep getting calls on it. I'm not having troopers and stuff respond.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't want to.
So she's supposed to call y'all later. I told her,
Okay.
you know, we're getting it.
There it is. Okay. And this is her path where she came out.
Yep.
Looks like. What kind of SUV is that? Do you know?
Kia Sorento.
Kia Sorento. Okay. All right. All righty then. My best Well, let me think here. It's safer to come down the other side to do the rigging on the back end. That way nobody's got to get in the water. And then toss a line over to them. And just drag it on over.
That's what I was thinking. I'm not a tow truck driver. So.
I mean, at this point, the car is going to be deemed a total loss.
Yeah.
Being in the water like that, especially with the engine, it's going to be deemed a total loss. I mean, you want to try to prevent the damage if you can, because there's always salvage value, but sometimes it's just not possible.
You're right.
This is just down and dirty. Let's get her done. I got my guys in there they go, come, the flatbed to haul it off with once we get her out.
You need me? I'll get you a tow report printed and have you sign it, and I'll sign it.
Okay, yes sir.
You need me to stick around?
No sir. We've got it. You got other things to do. Go ahead. I understand. We got this. Hopefully it won't take too awful long. Not with that big truck anyway. Hardest part's going to be the rigging, getting it across the water. Yep. This was not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I almost feel like, I wonder how that got out.
One of the back glasses has popped out.
So Adam said that there was nobody in it.
Yeah.
And then he was complaining because he was the only one out here, and then he got all scratched up and climbed down there to check on people.
Well, Troop wants it gone because, well, one, it's in an active waterway, which is a environmental hazard and a liability for everybody. Okay, so here's my thoughts. Do you guys have something different? Well, first, see what would you do? How would you do this?
If I have the option, like how strong is this bridge?
I don't trust this bridge.
Not even to drive over?
Oh, to drive over, yes, but not
Yeah.
to set on.
No, that's what I meant, was to drive over.
Yes.
Because if we could drive over, then we could set up sideways there, grab the rear axle, flip it like on its nose, and then just pull it back
That's
up.
exactly what I was hoping to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was.
So, we're on the same page. You've learned. You're learning. We all learn. All right, so what I need you guys to do,
And of course, the second we get here,
well, the rain's coming regardless. What I need you guys to do is come in from this side and get some rigging. Remember how we did the green endless loops on the rainy night rollover?
on the interstate?
Yeah, we just ran them through the wheel in a basket. That way we can hook them and unhook them easy. Just grab each tire on the back with a endless loop, and then we will take probably a Yankum rope and toss it over so it's easier for you guys to catch, and then we'll grab I'll get my truck over here and do just like you said, and hopefully it'll roll right over. Let me take care. Yes sir. Yes sir. Use same pins or similar pins to what I use.
All right, there's your copy.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Take care.
Yes sir, we'll get this. We got it. Thank you. Be careful out there.
All right.
All right, so Cooksey, yeah, Master Sergeant. So I would probably take the red 8-footers out of here instead of the green ones, because that's going to be a hard pull coming up out of there. Let's get 2 red 8-footers, and I don't know, should we run 2 lines to that to be able to walk it, or do you think a single, run a clevis to a single off those 2 8-footers?
I think it'll work either way, but it's up to you.
For time constraints, I'd say let's just single it, grab a big shackle, take 2 of the 8-foot red endless loops,
go through the shackle.
and tie them together at the shackle. Yep. Yeah, after the last couple of videos, we did some LED light upgrades.
Talking big shackle like this one?
Yes, that or one of those, either way. The rollback, as you can see, has the new bright white LEDs, so does the rotator. If you want to use 20s, it doesn't matter. Whatever's easiest for you to grab a hold of.
Probably
all right?
20s would probably be better.
That's fine. That's fine. That way you'll have 10 foot and we won't have quite such a hard veer angle. Once you run it through the tire, you'll have 10 foot on either side. Grab the Yankum rope out of this truck, the smaller one, and I'll go get set up on the other side. Hey, Gavin.
Thanks.
Comps. Ethan. Comps. Since we're going to be on opposite sides of the ditch for now. Doesn't matter, it works either way. The boom, you can wear it right-handed or left-handed, does not matter. It's interchangeable. Okay, so do I. Don't forget the, well, I need to take the Yankum with me so I can toss it across. Or, it may be better for you guys. Uh-oh. You forgot the cap on the def tank. Ah, that's all right, but
I didn't hurt or anything, did it?
no.
Just your feelings.
If you want to take the Yankum and hook it into the rigging first, and then toss it over to me, or here, I tell you what, you take the Yankum down there. I'll toss one of my small lines or tag lines over to you, and then I'll reel it back in. Got it? Gavin, just throw this stuff up on the deck. Or, well, no, you're not going to be able to drive out there. Never mind. Y'all are going to have to walk down there and get to it. All right, I'm going to get across this bridge and get set up. I don't know if I'd be better straight on or... it was in the traffic control the day we did the river rescue. I don't know if it got, well, I know we've got the big one in the rotator, but the little one should have gone back in the watch out, guys, somebody coming. I know we've got the big one. Yeah, the small one's in here too. Okay.
I was gonna say. I'm starting to get ready there. Well, I didn't see it around the shop anymore, so I knew it had to have been put up somewhere.
And see, what I'll do is I'll take one of these and I'll toss it over to you.
I'll use the one with the plug so I can just flip it into it.
I will. Or you can always choke it through there. All right. Hold on just a minute. 2 or 3 days. You said that whenever the rains come, this fills up pretty quick?
Yeah, it'll fill at least half full.
About half full, so it would...
If we get another inch and a half, you know,
Yeah,
like we did.
yeah. Well, they're calling for high winds and a lot of rain this afternoon and into this evening.
I thought maybe it comes down through here spinning and sliding off the road.
Okay.
He's been out in the field a couple
Now,
of times.
this one here came off of that,
Straight off there.
they came off that curve. You can see the tracks. I've already walked through. You can see their tracks. They went straight through there. They just missed the curve. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
They're fortunate to be alive.
I guess. Get that thing upside down, still sitting in the water.
Yep. They were able to, looks like they got...
Drag it across.
No, there's no way for me to get in there. I'm gonna come in.
Too soft.
Yeah, that's way too soft. As much rain as we've had, way too soft. Plus, that looks like a farm field. I don't want to put ruts in somebody's field. And we've got a skid steer we might be able to drag it out with, but they called us to bring that, so we'll just set up over here and muscle it out.
Get a hold of it and flip it back.
That's our plan. That's our plan anyway, is flip it over. Hopefully the nose will stay dug in the mud and the back end will come over and we can just drag it right on out.
Oh, well. I'm getting over the hill, feeding horses before the rain's coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we're trying to do, trying to beat the rain. Well, good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Y'all need a tie-off rope? Okay. I didn't know if there was anything for you to tie off to, even. The closest thing's that pole, but it's too far away from the car. Just be careful, guys. This job's not worth getting hurt over. I think I probably will go off the side. I've got a little bit greater reach off the side. I'm gonna try to leave enough room to All right, Ethan, from your vantage point, when I spin the boom, will I be in a fairly straight line with it? So that hopefully the nose of the car will dig in and the rear end will flip up and over. Okay, well, remember I've got 5 foot of travel in the boom. I want to try to take it out the same way it went in. Okay. Tell me when. I can't see right now, so you'll have to tell me. And I'm sinking in this mud. Here, hold on. I'm gonna have to pull over and pull out of this mud. Otherwise, I might be a casualty. And I don't want... All right, you watching me, Ethan? All right, get me lined up. That's got to be getting close. Okay. All right, and I may just have to, yeah, okay. I may just have to reposition once we get moving. All right. Boy, all this rain, our truck's dirty. Rain and snow and whatever else we may get. Oh yeah, there's a car in the creek.
I see that, so I'll let you get going.
Yes, sir.
I just check the place out.
That's all right. I understand. No worries. Everybody out here watches out for each other. I get it. It'll be all right. We'll make them work. That's what you got over there, so let's use it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time not leaning here. This ground is super, super soft. Ethan, we should have got your camera set up so that the viewers could see what you're doing while I'm doing what I'm doing. Well, let's not go swimming. I imagine that water's pretty cold at the moment. I put a shackle on the end of this to make it a little heavier to get it across the water. That's all right. I'm gonna toss it onto that bare ground. I don't want any of you in the path whenever I let it fly. Hey Ethan, you can take that rigging to the top side. You can take that rigging to the top side up there, and then as I winch in, it'll bring the rigging back over the top of the car. Okay. I just don't want you getting hurt or falling in the water. What do you mean? All right. If we don't need the Yankum, well, yeah, we'll need the Yankum to get it across this part, won't we? All right. Everybody clear? I'm gonna just toss this onto that other bank. Beautiful. Now just save that little yellow shackle. We don't need it. Well, you can use it, but we don't really need it. Well, we need the rim sling, or not the rim sling, but the Yankum rope tied into that shackle, tied into those. Yeah, we're gonna make a V-bridle, a big V-bridle out of the 20-foot endless loop slings. Yep. Open your shackle up. It doesn't matter. Just long as you have that end hooked in and all 4 ends of the endless loop slings tied in. That's why we went with that bigger clevis, so all 4 ends would go together, hopefully. And try to bring it over the back of the car. Well, it's gonna come over the bottom as it comes this way anyway. All right, Ethan, can you grab that and set it on top of the car once he gets that? Yeah, just hand that to Ethan, and Ethan will bring that up towards the front of the car on the bottom side. Now, Gavin, take the other end of the Yankum rope and tie this tether line in it so I can pull it across the creek. You can use the yellow shackle, or you can just make a loop out of the hook itself. Take the yellow shackle out, put it in your pocket. Whatever works. Does not matter to me as long as it works. Okay. If it works, it works. Now I'm going to pull this across, but Ethan's going to have to, well, you and Ethan are going to have to help bring that in a straight line over the car once we get it. It's all right, I got it right now. There you go. All right, Ethan. You want to get those straightened out or no? I meant down here where they're all tied together. All right, I'm on this side of the water. I'm gonna keep my tether rope on it for now. I'm gonna go grab a winch line and I shall return. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, from here you can see the tracks. Oh. All right. I think the whole car is going to be shot, especially being underwater. Yeah. From what the trooper said, at least nobody was hurt. Do what? Yeah. It ain't out of here yet. New 20-foot red. Okay, I knew there was one that was had a few scars on it. Like me, I got a few scars. All right. Well, your body heat builds up when you're working. You'll cool down whenever you're standing back watching you. I know not of what you speak. I know, but I understand. I knew what you meant. Yep, I'm grabbing the remote right now. What, deer? Deer? Oh, yeah. You talking people footprints or what? No, it came off over here. From this side you can see the... What? All right, Ethan, you're gonna have to be my eyes. I'm rolled back as, oh, here's a turtle shell. An emptied out turtle shell. Well, he's been crushed or dry rotted, I don't know which. No, I'm just getting it out of the way. I don't need it. But mother. No, that one's been there for a while. There's no meat or anything left. It's just the shell. All right, Ethan, talk to me. Get back behind the car and see if I'm in a good line with it or no. From here it looks pretty decent, but I can't come back anymore unless I rotate. Okay. Well, if it straightens up, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, that's okay. It's in the mud. If it comes in and it hits up against that bank, so be it. It'll help bring this over. Well, that would be ideal. Don't do that. Come on, you. That's all right. Is it? Well, we'll get it up here where we can work on it or work with it. Well, I can rotate and roll the boom all the way forward. Starting to put a heck of a stretch in that Yankum rope. But if I rotate forward, hopefully it'll roll on its wheels. Whoop, rotating the wrong way, darn you. After this many years, you'd think I'd remember which way to turn the knob. Whoa! The carriage slipping. I'm putting too much side pressure on it. It don't like that, so I may have to tie off the boom if this doesn't work. Hey, look at that. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Excellent. Well, I'm gonna let it sit right there. See all the water? I'm just gonna let it sit right there and drain. Well, yeah, yep. Water is, yeah, everywhere. There had to be a Pratt fall in the video. Well, we just drained a whole lot of weight. It's still cut. You should see it coming out of the door panel, out of each one of the drain holes. It's well, I got slick real quick. Slicker. Yep, dustpan and All right. Yep, there's somebody's mug. All right. You're re-watching me busting my butt, are you? I can hear it. Thanks for the support. Lots of love coming at you, I know. It's Valentine's Day, so lots of love, right? Yeah, you can bring everything back up and come around, get ready to load. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. I know I shouldn't sing. Mom tells me that all the time. Do what? All right, come on, climb out and I'll get it drug around. She pushed the pads down in a little bit, but not as nearly as bad as I had thought. Or throw up on your jacket. I'd rather you not too. Okay, Gavin, you got me on radio, on comms? Okay, just for future reference, it's better if you have the 4 parts of the sling in the round part of the shackle rather than on the pin part. Oh, it was? Okay, it just switched around whenever we start pulling. Okay, all right. Okay, just trying to give a little advice. All right. Oh, God. I'm glad we're not hooked up to comms on the video. They're over there singing or rapping or something. I don't know what the heck they're doing. I do know that entertainer. I am familiar with that person, yes. This is the way. No, that was not the way. This is the way. No. Do you even get it, Gavin? Okay, all right. This is the way. Sorry. No, it's not. Uncertain. Some rural bus drivers take their buses home. I'd say it's a take-home bus, either that or somebody's going to turn it into a motorhome or something. Who knows? The world may never know. Actually, you were saying the 20-foot red slings were overkill. They're not. They actually help protect the back end of the car. Yes, that was a good idea. All right, Ethan, if you pull across the bridge and turn left and then back up to it, I should have it turned around so you can just grab a hold of the front. That's what my plan is anyway. Good? Okay. That works. But yeah, the longer sling helps keep from crushing the back of the vehicle. Even though it's probably going to be a total loss, like I was telling the officer, there's still salvage value. Body panels and stuff like that are still used for salvage. Okay. Probably low batteries. Batteries haven't been replaced in forever, and the remote gets used a lot. Yep, there should be spare batteries in the door. When I was driving that truck, I kept spare batteries in the door for the remote. It uses double A's. If there aren't any in the truck, we've got plenty of double A's at the shop. Okay. Well, we've got plenty. Yep. Nope. Go ahead and take the rigging loose and start putting it up if you would, Gavin, please, while Ethan hooks up. To re-spool these winches at least the first couple of layers after the couple of jobs we've had. Do what, bud? Is it? Well, if it's in drive, you should be able to move the stick into neutral. Now we put it on 8 degrees. Gen A. Gavin caught my reference. You're catching up, buddy. You're catching up. That's my Jenny. Shrimp, gumbo, shrimp soup. Oh, Gavin, you're always good for a laugh, buddy. What about Bubba Dump shrimp? I'll have to tell you something here in a little bit. No, it was Bubba and Gump mixed together. Do whatever you want. Yes. She hit pretty hard and then endoed.
She had been going awfully fast.
Well, you didn't see it from this side, did you? You can see her path up here. Hey Gavin, would you?
Where do they go?
They go in number 3. Well, for now, if you want to throw them in with the chain slings, or chains and slings and stuff, that's fine. Because you got to remove a bunch of stuff out of the box to get these pads back in. So if you want to just put it in here, that's fine. Yeah, see, you can see their path. Down here, you can see the path. It was right here where there's a skip. I bet they were airborne right there. Yeah. And then landed here, kind of Dukes of Hazzard style.
Well, I just want to know how quick she was going, because if she would have went over, she would have probably jumped right there.
I don't know.
It's great that she was coming off of. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a bottom out scrape right here. Maybe I'm wrong, but that, yeah, yep, that's definitely a bottom out scrape. Because there's body parts right here. Car body parts. She jumped that, hit this, bottomed out, jumped a little more, skipped there, hit down there, and then boom. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because I can see her tar marks right there.
Hey, you know what you should name this video?
What?
Hop, skip, and a sink.
Hop, skip, and sink. All right. All right, we're going to get her loaded and get her out of here. Hey, Gavin, you still on? Did you get all the rigging put up? Thank you. As Ernest used to say. Well, Ernest unfortunately passed away. Yeah, oh yeah, he's been gone for a while. All right, you want to give me your comms while you guys tie this thing down? I'll get my comms set up and we'll get ready to get turned around here. Thanks, sir. And yours, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is, ready to be taken away. According to the trooper, there were minimal injuries that they are aware of. There was nobody in the vehicle or with the vehicle. They had received multiple calls about the vehicle because it had been in there for apparently 2 or 3 days. Anyway, nobody was hurt. We got it out. No worries. All is well. Go back and see what the rest of the day brings. As always, thank you for watching. God bless.